Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you are doing well. Come on in. Come on in. Hello there, queens. Hello there. Hello. How y'all doing on this wonderful Wednesday morning? Ah, if you are in North Carolina, the weather is superb on the day. We are having 70-degree weather in the month of February. Absolutely. Now, despite we are having some rain, well, possibilities of rain because I haven't had any yet. Cross my fingers. But the weather still feels good. It still feels good. So, what's the temperatures where you are? How does it feel where you are? How do you feel? Are you all enjoying yourselves? Have you been out today? If not, make sure you go and get you some vitamin D. Vitamin D is definitely good, not just for the skin, but for the mind, for the body. This is something that we need, especially our melanated queens and kings. We definitely need the skin. We get our energy, a lot of energy, a lot of clarity from sorry, we get a lot of energy and a lot of clarity from the sun. I'm not even sure what I just said, but I hope you all go outside and enjoy yourselves today. So, y'all, today we're talking about I left, now what? Now, some of you all may or may not be familiar with my story, my life, not just my story, my life, my past life, and we're getting into the what's new, what's next, right? And I want to help you get into what's new, what's next for you, because a lot of times we can be hindered in life, not really intentionally doing it, but because we are reliving things that happened in the past, we are allowing our future to also have that reflection of our past. And that's not what it needs to be. We need to allow our past to be a stepping stone for our future, so then that way we can receive all the new things that we are destined to receive in our current time, in our next time, in our new time, our show time, let's go time, okay? And that's what it's all about, growing, showing up, thriving, and remembering when we were trying to survive. And if you do not know my past, I want to share it with you, because I like I stated, your past will be a stepping stool for your future. So I am a abuse, domestic violence survivor. 100%. I am. I am so grateful in the place that I am in right now, you all. And I know that sometimes those type of topics can be sensitive, but I'm not here to give you the glamorous parts of me. I'm here to give you the parts of me that I was once struggling in life, and I did not see myself as I am now, as the person that God has made me to be. I didn't see myself that way. And I wanted to share those parts of me with you all to allow you all to know that we are both human. We are all human. We all have a past. We had a terrible story, but that's not who we are now. And if you are in a phase that you are in that transition part of your life, you're not alone. I'm here with you. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate you all so much. You're not alone. So that's truly important, especially like I'm a mom. I did not biologically give birth to my sons, but I am definitely a mom. I love being a mom. I love my boys. I have one in college and I have a freshman in high school. But with that being said, with us being able to hold our past, we are able to be um informative to our kids. We're also able to be vulnerable to our children, to let them know that we once did things that we wasn't proud of. We once had we chose to, even though we wasn't the one that implemented that in our life, or we allowed certain things, if you all catch my drift. So I just wanted to also give you all that as well, so then that way you can know it is sun on the other side, right? So I was in a domestic violence marriage for a very long time. Dealt with a lot of dark places in my life. I felt like I wasn't enough. I felt like my voice wasn't strong. It didn't matter. I didn't matter as much as I needed to be. I was always that type of person that wanted greatness, but there was a lot of times where I did not even see that as well. Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen. How you doing, Queen? Um, there was times where I did not even um know what to do with myself. I felt like the person that I was with in my life, the person that I was married to, and everyone else was more important to me. Can you all relate? Can you all relate to remembering that sometimes we think that our job is to protect everyone else and we are on the back end, right? I can say that. But yeah, we are not here to just to protect others. We're actually here to be led and live a purposeful life. And in order for us to live a purposeful life, we have to know who we are. God created us for greatness. Thank you, Kui. God created us for love. He created us for strength. And when God decided to allow us on this earth, He breathed breath in us. And that breath means that's Him. He's in us. So when we know how special we are, and we know what our true meaning of life is, the true meaning of life is, we will be able to navigate different ways in our life much better, right? We can navigate our lives with great purpose, success, and love. Self-love is truly important, and I didn't have that. And I had to take accountability of where I was in my life in order for me to be the person that I am today. So after the divorce, after the separation of that domestic violence relationship, what is next? And a lot of men and women separate themselves from being abused, but they don't get a lot of guidance on what to do afterwards. No one really tells them what's the plans. They congratulate them. You did great. I'm proud of you, which is all great things, right? Right? I'm proud of you for leaving. You're so strong. You know, I knew you can do it. You deserve better. And those are all right things. Absolutely. Everything that they're saying is right. But what about the roadmap? What about the GPS that we need to say, what I do now? Because we was in a situation where that was our life. We were at someone's beck and call. We were someone's doormat. We allowed someone to walk over top of us. We did all the things for someone else. As me, I made sure that my kids were straight. I did all the things that I needed. I felt like I did all the things that I need to do, except of me. It was like kind of ignoring me, jeopardizing me. So what's next, right? So let me tell you what happened for me next, and I hope that this could be a great guidance for you. So first thing I did, I got a true connection with God. I started to work on that. Now, let me just tell you all, I'm going to tell you all the truth. Nothing happens immediately all the time. But what does happen is when you leave. When you even leave a relationship, there's a process that you go through. Sometimes you leave, you go back and forth because is this the right thing to do? Is this what God wants me to do? Or is this person going to change? You think you got all these thoughts in your mind, but once you actually leave and you decide that this is right for me, then what does that look like? Right? What does it look like? At first it looks like getting some guidance. Now, I mentioned God definitely for sure, and He still is my light. He's still my protector. But you have to get someone to help you with your ways of thinking. A great counselor. You need a coach or I would say most likely a therapist, because a lot of people don't understand when you're in a domestic violence relationship, your neuropathic ways change. Your nervous system is affected. We don't really know those things. We sense that something is wrong, but we don't understand what truly happens. Like the way that your body functions typically would function before the DVS, domestic violence situation. You are different once you enter that in, and then when you enter out, because it's like your body is remembering certain things. So someone telling you, like, you're going to be thinking about that person that harmed you, that didn't want the best for you. Sometimes you're going to miss that person. Sometimes you're going to have things, you replay things in your mind over and over again, because that was so much a part of your life. So how do you get over it? You need to get some guidance. Do not allow anyone to tell you that guidance is not for you. Thank you, Juicy. Do not allow anyone to tell you that guidance is not right for you, that therapy is not needed. I'm telling you right now, therapy is needed. There's going to be a time in your life where you're going to feel like when someone is actually trying to help you, you're going to feel like they could be harming you. Why? Because you was in a relationship that was harming you, so you really don't even know what true help looks like all the time. So I want to say, start to give grace. Start to write things down. I'm sorry, you all, let me cut off that sound. Do not disturb. Do apologize. There we go. All right, back in order. So you are going to have some challenges, but you're ready for the challenges. Because you was in a situation where you received a lot of abuse, a lot of negativity, maybe dealing with someone that was narcissist, had a strong level of narcissism, even other kind of issues of the mind, you may be resistant to someone who is guiding you in the right direction, because you're going to feel threatened, because you was always being threatened there. You're going to feel like someone is trying to hurt you, because these are all feelings that you had when you was in this relationship. So now when you are being introduced to someone who's actually trying to help you, your nervous system, your mind, and you have to have the right spirit for this. So it's going to take time, but I tell you right now, don't resist it. Start writing things down of the thoughts that you're having, so then that way you can understand what is for you and what isn't. Because when you're actually able to look at a situation from another standpoint, you'll be able to understand what it is more. For example, you all are great people. You can see when someone else needs help, right? Right. You can see when someone else needs help, and you are that person that say, "Hey, you can quickly, you know, examine what's going on, and you can give them advice that can help them get out of that particular situation." That's what you're doing for yourself. You are actually writing things down, so then that way you can become that examiner. Because when we deal with things internally at that moment, we're most likely thinking about our feelings, how I feel, this doesn't feel right, this is my spirit is telling me this. And it could be so, but it also could be your negative feelings and your nervous system is telling you that this is a threat, because it doesn't understand what is the difference right now, because you're just out of a domestic violence situation. So writing things down, how you feel, the things that your thoughts that you feel when you were in that relationship, and the aftermath of what you're thinking about that past relationship, and now when you are receiving help. Write those down too, so you can distinguish which ones is a threat. And I can guarantee you this one will not be a threat, okay? And that will help you to graduate into that phase that you are supposed to be in, right? You may even want to even think about going back, but that's not what you're supposed to do. You already know, like, no, I'm not going back, but you're going to have those feelings. That is all normal, y'all. I'm telling you that it's all normal. I don't want you to think that you're weird. I don't want you to think that, you have such you're so dysfunctional that you cannot even see greatness. No, these are all normal feelings. But writing things down is going to help you counter those thoughts so you can understand what is healthy and what is not. Because you're such a great person that you have always put other people's needs ahead of yours. You are thinking that you're wrong for taking care of yourself, and you're not. If any of you all been on an airplane, taking an airplane ride? Yeah. Before you take off, that um the person that's in charge of the airplane, I can't think of their names right now, but they're giving you instruction on what to do if you need your airbags, right? And they're giving you clear instructions. They're telling you what to do, showing you what to do, and telling you what to do. One of the instructions that they give is that if you are here with your children or your grandparents, someone that you love, stay calm, don't panic. But this is what you need to do. You need to take care of yourself first. Put your air mask on yourself and make sure you're covered. Then once you do that, once you're secured, then you take care of the child or the grandparent or whoever you're taking care of and you're there with. Take care of them next. Why do you want to take care of yourself first? Because if you take care of them first and then you die, they're still going to be left unprotected. You can't protect them. But if you protect yourself, stay calm, you actually can move faster when you're calm because your mind is in the right place. Then once you're secured, you can take care of them. And what if you were to then take care of them after you secured yourself and they're already halfway through because they was listening too? So think about that. You want to make sure that you are well grounded, you are locked in, so then that way you can actually protect the people around you like they need to be protected. Sometimes we're thinking that we're protecting others by putting them ahead of us, and we are being a hot mess. I was a hot mess, and I can see that now. That's another thing. So once you are out of that relationship and you are starting to understand yourself more, loving yourself more, understanding your purpose in life, and God said, whatever we do, do it well, okay? He doesn't say, well, you are supposed to be this and you're supposed to be that. No, whatever you do, do it well and do it with an open heart and loving spirit. So with that being said, now that you're healed, you can actually see, oh, these were the parts of me that I thought was good and it actually wasn't. Now you can address those more. And taking care of yourself is one of those concerns that you need to address so then that way you can get to that better position, right? And that is exactly where I am now. After my relationship, after that relationship, I was able to love myself even more. And still, y'all, I am taking care of so many. I just love people, but I'm able now to give sound advice. I am now able to help people in a way that I actually never helped people before, but actually I wanted to, because now I'm in a position where I am taking care of me. You see what happens? Once you take care of you, you'll actually be a greater benefit for others. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. And I just want to say this, you all go and follow each other, okay? So with that all being said, we have to do the things that we need to do and don't feel guilty about it. Do you think God created you on this earth? He allowed you the past to come on this earth for you to be a mess? Really? God tells us to take care of our temple. And our temple is, if you have a mirror, if you have a phone right now, look at it. You are that temple. Okay? So he's wanting you to take care of you, right? You cannot maintain something else without maintaining you. You're going to be broke down, busted, and disgusted. And you're trying to take care of everything else. So how can a broke down, busted, and disgusted person take care of anyone else? You don't want the people that you're taking care of to be broke down, busted, and disgusted. But actually that's what you're doing because you are not taking care of you. Would you give your children dirty water? Would you feed your family slop? I think the answer is no. So let's not do that. Let's be proud of who we are by taking care of ourselves and give ourselves grace. I'm not telling you this to beat yourself up. I'm telling you this so you can acknowledge what was done, so that will no longer be a part of you anymore, okay? I want you to recognize that you did the best, and you did the best that you can do with the information that you had back then. You definitely did. And now you have more. Now you have more information. Now you're going to do the best that you have with the information that you have right now, and which is better, right? So let's practice doing that self-care, so then that way you can care about everything else properly, right? So what can you do better today that you did not do yesterday? Let's think about it, write it down, make it a part of your plan. Just like if we go to work, we have a schedule, right? We have a set schedule. We have to be at work at 8 o'clock. We have to be at work at 3:30, whatever the time you have to be at work. You're going to try your best to make sure that you are there on time, right? So make you a part of your daily schedule, because while it is important for you to go to work every day that you're scheduled, you are just important as that work schedule. So I need you today to put you on your schedule every day so you can take care of you. Okay? That is super important. And while you're taking care of you, this is what's going to happen. While you're on your journey of healing and just thriving, you're going to have some unwanted guests, right? They're going to come in when you don't want them to. That's what they're going to do. And those unwanted guests are your thoughts. Once you start realizing that that part of you was just, you're kind of disgusted with that part of you, I want you to give that part some grace. Those thoughts that you're going to have replaying in your mind, let them replay, but then you also going to counter them with positive thoughts. For example, sometimes I used to think about situations that I was in that relationship, and I used to, like, my energy would go right back to it. I told you all about the nervous system, right? So I got to the point where I allowed it to come, but then I reminded myself, that is no longer my reality. This is now my reality. I no longer have to worry about trying to protect myself from a beast, because now I'm that's not my life, the life that I'm living right now. You have to allow those feelings to come, and they're not always going to feel so good. They really are not. But once you allow them to come in, you understand them. You dissect them. You break them down, so then that way you can understand that, for one, you're not there anymore. Two, you did the best that you can do. Three, you would never, ever in your life allow anyone else to do that to you. Never. You would never allow you to put yourself in that situation. Okay? So allow those thoughts to come, but then you're going to counter them with positive thoughts. I'm no longer going to do that. It was a part of my life that I didn't realize who I was. I didn't know my worth, but I did the best that I could do. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself on a daily basis. Throughout the day, if you need to. You will need to. Because you are human. We all are in a stage where we're always learning. We're all in a stage where we realize that things was not right for us. We all have done things that we are ashamed, we're not proud of. I don't want you to be ashamed, because we all made mistakes. Is there one person I want to say in this room that hasn't made a mistake? Please say yes. One. Just one. Okay, no one. Okay. So, point made. Everyone here has made a mistake, and there's about 8 billion people, I believe, in this world, and everyone of them, everyone has made a mistake. So I want you to start showing up not with a victim mentality, not with a shameful mentality. I want you to start showing up like, I've learned. I am better. I understand. And with that grace, you're giving, you allowing greatness in, okay? So when those thoughts come, when those feelings come, acknowledge them, counter them with positive ones, and we're going to move on. How can I do better today? And if you fall short on today, if you fell short yesterday, it's a new day. 2 seconds ago, if you fell short, you have another 2 seconds ahead of you. Okay? Give yourself so much grace. And that's how you're going to heal. Have faith in you. Don't say that, you know what, I know what I did last time, I'm going to do the same thing again. No, you tell yourself. You have to be opposing of that person that was in you, the things that you did. This is where you're going to build trust, right? A lot of times we're hindered in life because we don't trust ourselves. I was that person. I'm still working on it right now. I'm not telling you that I'm this perfect person. I am telling you because I have healed from my past situations, but I'm still in a work in progress to get better every day because the Bible tells us that we are continually healing. So, hey, do that. So I want you to understand that as well. Now, you're going to have some days that look like, oh my God, I am on top of the world. And you are. And some days you're going to feel that you're not. Remember those days that you felt like you was on top of the world? Remind yourself that, again, when you don't feel so good, when your energy is low, or you feel like you're remembering things, you have to remind yourself every single day. I want you to try it right now. If you're not feeling well, if you're feeling down, tell yourself this repeatedly. All things work out for me. All things work out for me. All things work out for me. I got it going on. Some people may say, oh, they just think too much of themselves. No, yes, you think a lot of yourself. But I want you to say that repeatedly over and over again. I can guarantee you that your energy will change 100%. Because you are responsible for you. This is something else issue that I had too. I was seeking validation from others. Someone did not congratulate me like I thought that they should. Hey, how you doing? Someone didn't acknowledge me, or when someone finally did acknowledge me, then it made me feel so good. That is good. That is great. But you don't need that validation because you validate yourself. If we seek validation from others in order to feel better, then that is us losing control of who we are. We can't control all situations. But what we should do is always tell ourselves that everything is working out for you. Everything is always working out for me. I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of North Carolina. And you all know there are licensed real estate agents everywhere. And that is a great thing because we're not in competition. We are in a situation where we are growing all together in different stages in our life. I've been a real estate agent going on 2 years. There's others has been an agent for 5, 10, 20 years. They may be more ahead of me. That's not an issue for me. That's not a problem for me. What it is just evidence that okay, it's coming for me. So don't feel like that you are in a bad place because you're not where everyone else is. But don't take that as you're not doing good, and don't look for validation from others in order to make you feel good. Tell yourself all things working out for you. I got it going on. When you walk in a room, whether someone acknowledges you or not, you know that you are there for a greater cause, and you are all that you need. You are everything that you need. Even if no one acknowledges you, you got it going on, okay? I want you to remember that. You have it going on. Do you understand? Don't forget it, okay? So, and we have to do that on a regular basis. So then that way we can be as great as we can be. So just before you leave, before I end this live, I want you to affect it today. We're going to do two things affected today. We're going to give an eviction notice, right? You all know what happened when you give an eviction notice. It doesn't feel good to the person who's receiving an eviction notice, but we can't worry about that. So you're gonna be the one that's giving the eviction notice, okay? Everything that is not supporting you in a healthy way, evicted. Your negative feelings, thoughts, evicted. Your your ways of telling yourself that you're not good enough, evicted. And after you do those evictions, next you're going to start opening your doors to what's right. What is that right? Greatness, pouring into yourself. You're going to encourage yourself throughout the day, all day. When you get up in the morning, that is one of the most important times of the day. You make sure you pour into yourself. How great I am. This is such a good day. My God is in me, and there's nothing that can go against me. No weapon formed against me that shall prosper. I walk into the valley of shadow of death, and I shall fear no evil. So you have to know this. Everything is working out for me. Even if I get a flat tire today, it's working out for me. I got it going on. Regardless, whatever. Heel break. I'm a lady and I'm a tall woman, and y'all, my heel will break. I don't care. It also works out for me. Okay. So I want you all to be that confident in who you are, knowing that regardless of the situation, everything is working out for you. Know that you are great despite of. Knowing that there's a greater plan for you. Knowing that you can handle it all. Guess what? You got through 100% of everything that you have been through, and you will continue to do the same as well. You have survived the worst of the worst. You have walked through the valley of the shadow of death, and guess what? It did not take over you. You are able to move forward and you was able to move forward in that, and you shall move forward in this. Okay? Now, I do want to say this before I end as well. If you are a person that is still experiencing a domestic violence relationship, you're not alone. You can always come here and count on me. Even DM me if you need to. There are people that I have that I am connected to that can help you. But I just want you to always know this, that you are greater. Now, you are amazing. Now, you have been chosen. You are special. You are very unique. Even if you have a twin, you are one of a kind. I want you to know that. I wanted you to know how great you are, and you are irreplaceable despite of what someone has told you. The way you talk is amazing. The way you walk shows up. The way you stand is great. Everything you do, you are wonderful. You are wonderful. That Honda Civic, that Toyota, that Jeep is good. It may not be a Mercedes, a Maserati, but it's still great. Okay? So just know that everything has value, and you hold great value. I want you to remember that, and remember all the other things that I said, because we will overcome. Okay, so I want to thank you all so much for spending time with me. I will be back here with you all because I want to show you all the way. I want you all to understand that what was behind you is not what's in front of you. What's behind you is only a stepping stool. And currently, if you are in it, this is also a stepping stool for you. So I look forward to seeing you all next time. And I enjoyed you, and I appreciate you all for spending time with me, your girl, Kiana Williams. I appreciate you all so much. I wish nothing but love, greatness, and abundance in your life. See you later.